son of a bitches! It's me, Esh. This is EchPlays. We're using the Feed the Beast Monster Pack. Perfect. Best intro. #1 intro 2014. Boom. Boom. In my hands I hold the Mega Tool. I had to build another hammer. It was just too good not to have a hammer. You'll recall, the hammer known as Mighty Heath was felled. It literally fell into lava at some point. So I built a new hammer finally because I needed to go to the nether to dig some nether quartz. And this one's called What's Mine is Ores. Terrible. Alright, so that's not even the thing. That's not even the thing. There's a bunch of things and that's not even one of them, really. Doesn't even qualify as one of the things. There's so much I want to show you guys to start this session off. You probably saw a lot of it from the pan view, the fly through introduction that we do. Without further ado, that's a lot of do's in that, tons of do's. Let's get to the brief, hopefully brief tour of all the new facilities we've been working on in between sessions. I put in a lot of work and time into this to try to get things moving along and give us some more working space and make things look cooler. Let's get down to the basement. Unfortunately, I was planning on having just basically a stack of dead hookers just right in the corner over there, that nice empty corner, but unfortunately I didn't have time to kill any hookers, so I instead built another room onto this thing. So nothing really new in here except I added more shelving, and then I added this special room. Now, what I really wanted to do was make this place look more like a laboratory and less like a farm homestead or something. So I thought, I'll make the old school cabin look and the barn look be like a facade for what's really hiding beneath. And in this case, it's a sweet ass room where I store all of my weird blood. Just a room full of blood. Not creepy at all. So these are all the blood samples that I took today because I have two new abilities that I did off camera. First, I went out hunting for bats. That proved to be a difficult task, unfortunately. And I ended up finding a zombie in a hole instead. So I went ahead and just took his skin samples because why not? And then I finally came across some bats down in a chasm, and I did my due diligence in scraping their skin off, as is something you're required to do as a scientist. De-skin things and just steal their flesh for your science. So now, after doing all the work of processing all the genes and getting everything, it costed about 20. I think it was 28 points to get the flight gene isolated and bred. Mixed it in with my blood, just all willy-nilly like. Put that into my bloodstream, and voila, we have several shelves filled with blood that has all sorts of stuff in it, including flight and resistance. If I hit E and go into my inventory, you can see I have a constant resistance 2 up here, and that's just an absolute delight. Let me put my helmet back on. I just wanted to show you guys my frog hat, because I can breathe underwater and I'm like a superhero, so I figured frogman, you know, whatever. And let me put my helmet back on so I have armor on it. But if you look up in the corner of these two shelves, the ones that have blood on them, they have the little clipboards assigned to that shelves of that specific set of blood samples. In this clipboard, it'll tell us what these particular blood samples have in terms of their abilities. So we've got resistance, no fall, fly, infinity, water breathing, grass eating, and woolly, which I still haven't figured out what the hell is for. So I'll put that back in the corner, and anytime I die, I can just come in here, grab a sample, inject it back into myself, give myself all of the abilities, then go ahead and get the blood out of me now that I'm reinfected, and just replenish the blood. Eventually, this whole place will be filled up with mega blood, just making me the best thing. The next thing I really want to give myself is the ability to not die in lava, and I think at that point I'll be the best. Okay, so alright, with that said, I can fly, and it is overpowered as we expected. So, the perfect opportunity to show you guys the Mage Tower here, the Wizard-Sorcerer's Tower, tentatively titled the Mage Wizard-Sorcerer's Tower, apparently. So the flight that you get with the advanced genetics by getting bat cell or bat genes and getting the fly gene from them is basically just like creative mode. You double click jump, double hit spacebar rather, and now you can fly around just like you're in creative mode. And as you can see, got ourselves a tower. It's obviously under construction still. I'm still working on it, and whenever it's done, we'll start working on the various magic mods. And investigating the world of magic, because as scientists we have to be knowledgeable in all things and figure out what the hell's going on with magic in a scientific scenario. So as you can see, it's pretty roomy. I've got several floors. I was building this, and I was like, it's going to be a nice, quaint little tower on this hill. And then I built it, and it was so huge. I definitely I didn't really put enough thought into it, and it just tended there's not even a hill there anymore. It's just the tower. So I decided I can't just keep going up and tapering it, otherwise it'd be like the biggest building ever built, and all these other things would look ridiculous. So I cut it off, and I think I'm going to continue it a little bit up on this one, as if it's been cut in half, and the other half is sort of floating out beside it. We'll see how it looks. I might actually just tear it down and redo it smaller. Who knows? But that's what I built. I had to farm a lot of opal and I believe that's quartz and so forth, and probably going to have to farm a lot more just to finish it. Barn. I actually like the way this looked, almost as good as our little blood laboratory down there. It is the new and improved agricultural center here on Esh's laboratory. I decided I wanted this place to look more sciencey in general, so I started thinking of ways I could do that, and this is one of them. I went ahead and enclosed the area with all the plants to make it look like a biodome or like a really high-tech greenhouse, and thus the green glass. This is stained glass. It's pretty easy to get stained glass in this one as long as you have a bunch of sand, and because we're surrounded by trees that drop dye, it's able to get ample dye. And then I made these things. If you remember in the blood room, everything was glowing. Well, using the Project Red stuff, you can get lamps and invert them so they're always on without a redstone signal. And all you need is some glowstone, really, and some dye that you want to color it. So that's that. Boom, boom, boom. That's it. That's all that's in here. Oh yeah, I added some of these little blocks, which I'm going to show you how I did it later with the chisel mod. I just wanted to make it look like they have little counters. So I put counters around, and then upstairs I added a counter as well, and put the little paint mixture on top of it. I think it looks more realistic in here. I'm still wondering what I'm going to do with the floor. I don't want it to be grass in here, but I haven't decided what I'm going to do with it. If it's just going to be wood, or if I can figure out a way to make it like hay or something. Anyway, let's move on. Let's move on to the next thing that we're going to do, which is today we're going to be working with the Applied Energistics mod to make ourselves the starter storage computer with the ME storage stuff. Using a computer, you can store all of your stuffs into little hard drives, and then use a search feature to like bring it up and get it out and so forth. I think you all are familiar with it, and you know that it can be annoying to do, especially once you start trying to upgrade your hard drives. It can be pretty intensive in terms of using a lot of resources. So what we're going to do is we're going to get started. I actually just got back from the nether. As you may have noticed, my hammer is almost broken. That's from digging netherrack and trying to get nether quartz, because you need a ton of nether quartz and a ton of Certus quartz, which is the Applied Energistics quartz. We had plenty of the Certus stuff, but not very much of the nether quartz, so I went mining before the episode started, and now I have a shit ton. Boom. I'm going to put this stuff over here. I'm just going to put all this junk that's left over from our advanced genetics stuff over there. And let me just say right now while I'm thinking about it that hellfish, everyone, the worst fucking thing ever created. Hellfish are the worst. If you haven't happened upon hellfish in the nether, count yourself lucky. Because honestly, I wanted to rip my own testicles off whenever I had to deal with them. They were really annoying. And luckily, I remembered that I could fly like an eagle. And just flew away from them whenever they appeared, because they are assholes. They're like what the hell are they called? The whatever silverfish, except they have a lot more health. They catch you on fire, and they seem to just like turn netherrack into stuff, even if they're not eggs. If you like hit them near a netherrack block, they'll turn that netherrack block and sometimes into another one. It's really just the fucking worst thing ever. Alright, so let's go ahead and look and see what we need. We need glass and iron. Iron may actually be an issue, because as you can see, I have 4 iron in here. Let's go check the, I don't know if I have very much over here. I may have a few ingots of it. Let's see. We've been using so much iron, and then I used a bunch more iron to make this hammer. So let's see how much we have in here. We have about 7. That's not a lot. Maybe enough to build a few things, but... Oh, shit, no! God damn it, I can't believe I just did that. I forgot that I put these hammer pieces in here instead of the ingots that are usually in there. Damn it. Okay, that's fine. We'll save that thing, I guess, for later. That's probably like 2 or 3 ingots right there. Damn it. Damn it to hell. Straight to hell. Yep, it was 3. It was worth 3. What the hell? That's terrible. Alright, so we've got to have not very much iron at all. We may have to get some more iron from the Earth. From Mother Earth. Gonna steal her iron, which I imagine to Mother Earth is a lot like maybe stealing your kidney or something. So, fuck your kidney. Fuck your kidney. Mother Earth, you bitch. Alright, we're going to now get the last ingot worth of iron out of here and go build at least this machine, but I don't know if we're even going to have enough for that. There's so much stuff to do. We need at least, I think we need at least three machines to make the initial ME computer. But we're going to need some more stuff to build the hard drives that go into the ME drive. So, it's going to be it's going to be tough. Sulfur, ferrous. Let's make sure we don't have any other iron lying around. I'm pretty sure we used so much of it, a lot more than I thought we would on the advanced genetics stuff, because all the machines required iron, and then the syringes required 3 pieces of iron each, which is just a terrible amount of iron to have to use on a syringe. That's a lot of iron on a syringe. That's a lot of iron on a syringe. Alright, what else do we have then? Nothing in here. Just going to make sure. Nothing. Okay, so we have 8. We're going to build at least this thing here. So, oh shit, this uses iron too. That's 4, 8. That's already more than we have. At least 8. And then let's just make as much of this stuff as we can real fast then. How do we make nether quartz dust? Macerator, or we can use the pulverizer. So let's go ahead and stick this thing in our pulverizer. Which one is it? This one. Alright, where is it? Let's not use all of them. Let's just do this 16-bit. And now I'm going to go and get some iron from Mother Earth. I'm going to ravage that bitch. Let's do this. I'll be back whenever I have some iron. Alright, I'm coming out of the mines. My hammer's broken to pieces. I have some iron. Oh, that's not very much at all. I thought I had more than that. 23 iron, which will make us 46 iron once we double it. And hopefully this will be enough to get us started in this project. If not, then you can blame me completely and utterly for not being prepared yet again. So let's go ahead and stick this stuff into our Tinker's Construct. We're going to need to fill this up with lava sometime soon. We do have this whole full tank up there at the top, though. What it'll do, it'll use this up, and then it uses this one up, and then it uses this one up. Perfect. And over here we have any, if we ever need to make some more casts, we can go over there and put some of our aluminum brass back into the Tinker's thingy-mabob. This thing is one of my favorite things but I do think it sort of doesn't really fit with the rest of the Feed the Beast mods. It's just like this old school thing. It doesn't really fit, but who cares, you know? Who gives an F, or an S for that matter? Who gives an F and or an S? We're almost there. We're almost there with this, and then we can dump it into these casting basins, which I've also, I don't know if I think I told you about all the changes I made to the Tinker's Smeltery, that I upgraded it and stuff. Pretty sure I showed you. We've got 46 molten iron in there. Let's do this. We got 9, 18, 27 something. Was that like a million? I don't even know. 27 plus 9? Yeah, it's about a million. All right. Let's see. We got 30. It's 34, I think. 32. It's 32. It's sad that I actually don't even know. I'm not even trying, but I don't even know. Oh shit! I didn't mean to do that. Okay, so we got 10 more. We have 1 block worth left and 1 ingot. That's math, right? Boom. 9 plus 1 is 10, you son of a bitch. Alright, so let's get this done. Let's go. Yep, there we go. Okay, so we have 46 plus the 9 we had, or plus the 6 or so we had, 7 equals 54 iron ingots. Now I can also do a thing. Here. Let's go ahead and put this in here, and I can take the mimicry that I actually found while I was mining, figure out. Yeah, it's this. It's like this. Boom. Now I have 65 from that mimicry. Cheating. It's not. It's not. I promise. Mimicry is a mod I put in here, and I can use it just like this, flying around without using any fuel. Boom. No fall damage without cheating. It's legit. Oh yeah, it's too legit even. It may be too legit to even quit. I don't even know. Maybe it does quit, but I think it might be too legit to quit. Okay, so now we have a stack plus 1 of iron, and we can start actually getting to frickin' work. Conversion matrix, you son of a bitch. Oh yeah, we're going downstairs now to... What the hell? That is a loud, thunderous stomp of a cow. What do you think you're doing over here, sir? What do you think you're... Oh, I got an idea. I have an idea. Briefly. Come over here. Yeah, come on over here, you son of a bitch. Come on in. You're trapped. You're fucking trapped. Don't worry, though. It's really safe in here, nice and cozy. You can go and eat some of these plants as long as you don't stamp on my fertile soil. And you're now mine. I'm gonna use you as the first livestock in our farm. Boom. You are a cow. I now anoint you Stephen the cow. Stephen the cow, our first livestock. Congratulations to me and to everyone watching that's wishing that I would have a cow. Your spirits have strengthened my resolve to have a cow, and now we have made that dream a reality. You're welcome, and thank you. Boom. Nether quartz crushed. We can mix this shit together. We're going to need something else. A third ingredient, which we left upstairs like a bunch of scrubs. We're going to need redstone. So we're going to get redstone. I'm going to get the stack and the extra 26, and I'm going to put some stuff up. I've been trying to gather these crystal shards from Geostrata while I mine as well, because they make stuff that I remember being cool, even though I don't actually remember what the hell they were. This thing, crystal group. You can make it a magma crucible into liquid crystal. What the hell would you want that for? No idea. But it makes things and stuff, as well as stuff. So, actually, I want to look and see what they are now. I'm really curious why I've been spending so much time gathering crystals. I don't even remember what they make. I think it's this thing is used in this thing, is used in this thing, is used in this thing, is used in this thing. Guardian stone. That's what we wanted. A guardian stone. Protects the radius of 16. But now looking at this thing, it's super fucking expensive. Might as well just light the entire area up with torches. Alright. We're back We have a redstone. Oh, look at this. 32 Fluix dust. Alright, we'll take that and we'll use it until we run out, and we'll make some more. Alright, so we need glass, iron. I think I may have used every single piece of glass we had on syringes and on the glass for the garden. God damn it. Planning ahead is not my strong suit. I didn't even know what we were going to do this episode, really. I just jumped in and decided I wanted to show you guys all the stuff I built. Alright, so let's go ahead and... oh, we do have 2 glass here in our inventory for some reason. Let's go upstairs and see if we have any sand. If not, I'll just go dig some with a dirt diggler here. Not a big deal. Some sandstone. What can we use that for? Can we make some sand out of that? Nah, probably not. And sandstone. I'm going to go ahead and put those 2 together. And then we're going to go dig some sand in the dead of night.